this problem. We're comparing the numbers 10 and 15, and we're finding the common factors. Not the greatest, but just the common. So the factors of 10 are 1, and I tell the students it's called setting the table, so 1 and 10. The other factors of 10 are 2, we go in order here, 2 times 5, so 2 and 5. And 3 isn't a factor, 4 isn't, 5 is, we're kind of going in order, but we already wrote 5, so we don't need to put it again. So the factors of 10 are 1, 2, 5, and 10. The factors of 15 are 1 times 15 is 15, the product of 15. And 2 is not, it's an odd number. It ends in the ones place with an odd number. 3 is, though, however. So 3 times 5 is 15. So 3 and 5 are also factors. 4 is not, 5 is, but we already wrote it. 6 is not, 7 is not, and you can go on and on. These are the final factors for these numbers. And then I have the students look and see, what do they have in common? Well, they have a 1 in common, so they could circle it if they wanted. So 1 is in common, and then the answer here wants 1. They also have not 2, not 3, but they have 5 in common. So 5 is in common. So the common factors of 10 and 15 are 1 and 5. Now, if we were kind of doing above work here, so a level 3 or 4, so kind of higher level work, I would ask them, what's the greatest common factor? And they would look and they'd say, oh, 5 is the greatest number. So we would star it or do something, or maybe a question down the road ask that. So hopefully that explains what factors are and common factors. If you have any questions, please send me an email.